This is actually video 2. If you missed video 1, we discussed the opportunity that you've got. It's a huge opportunity in your IT business right now due to what's happened since the pandemic and how things have opened up nationally and internationally for you as an IT provider. In this video, I'm going to show you the shadow system that we have here at IT Rockstars and dive in deep into some of the specifics about how you can get appointments in the diary fairly quickly where there's no sort of competition online. So I'm going to be discussing in this video specifically search engine optimization. I've been doing SEO since 2006. We've worked with over 400 MSPs and IT service providers in that time. Since 2016, actually, I've been doing it for my IT service business since 2006 and at IT Rockstar since 2016. And some of the findings we've got now, because of what's happened with the pandemic, things have opened up nationally to you. So I want to show you some keywords that you could potentially be going after on a national level to increase the amount of appointments in your diary. So what I've got on the screen here, we discussed this in the abundance checklist. This is what I call a legacy keyword. This is a keyword, it's all about locations. So it's IT support Chicago in this example. And I think in the abundance checklist, there's 3 locations that we cover within that. But this keyword itself, if you look at the stats for it, it gets over 10,000 searches a month for that keyword. And of the top position, the ones that you can see here, they're getting around about 8,400 hits on their website because they are ranking top for this keyword. If you look at that numbers, so 8,400, and if you maybe say 1% of that traffic's actually going to convert, they're going to take an action on your website, they're going to pick up the phone or fill in the contact form. That's potentially 84 appointments in the diary. That's a crazy number coming from me anyway. It certainly wasn't like that where I was doing IT services and I was pushing these types of keywords locally. 84 appointments in a diary every month, that would be like a dream. Our team wouldn't have been able to handle it at the time. So these are legacy keywords and we got a lot of members. And the reason I say they're legacy, you understand once I explain this, is we got a lot of our members here at IT Rockstars. They ask us, Scott, I want to invest money in your SEO expertise and rank for these top positions. And the biggest issue with this, I'd happily take your money, but at the same time, I'm going to have to tell you or disappoint you, it's not worth going after these types of terms. If you are operating in one of these larger sort of cities, high populations, lots of searches, these types of searches just aren't worth the money. And the main reason for that is because there are hundreds, if not thousands of other IT service providers all trying to rank for these positions. So the search is continually changing. These rankings are continually changing. Obviously, if you're in a much smaller location, then yeah, there's maybe scope for ranking for those keywords. But to tell you the truth, in these larger places, it's just not worth it. The competition is so high. And there's thousands of dollars every month going into investment just to gain these top positions. So what is the answer? The answer to this is what I call shadow keywords. And I'm going to give you an example of a shadow keyword. The way that I explain a shadow keyword, it's a keyword that there's people searching online for that has a high buying intent, has a commercial value associated with, and it has a low competition. So what I mean by commercial intent, the keyword IT support Chicago or in your location, that's actually quite a general broad keyword because there'll be lots of people that are searching for IT support in Chicago, but there's also going to be other types of search terms that are similar. Things like IT support jobs in Chicago. And if you've done things like Google Ads, you'll have probably got burned with this when you went and spent thousands of dollars and you've maybe never even been told by your agency that a lot of that spend has been gone on keywords or search terms. So it maybe has the words IT support in them, nothing relevant to what it is that you're offering, what you're trying to attract into your business. So the shadow keywords are about high intent on buying. It's further down that marketing funnel, okay? The one that I'm going to show you, and this one that we explain in the checklist, in the abundance checklist, is HIPAA compliant IT services. I know for a fact that this is a very low competition keyword. I'll show you how I know that, but it has a very low search volume as well. There's only about 20 people throughout the whole of the USA that are searching for this term every single month. So it's fairly low volume, but there's low competition as well. And if we go into Google, there is this search operator that you can use. It's called all in title. And that basically lists out all the web pages that have HIPAA compliant IT services optimized on their website. And you can see at the time it's speaking, there are 29 results for this search term. There's actually only 29 IT service providers optimized for this keyword. So there's a really good chance if you spin up a page on your website that's optimized for this term, you're going to be in that search pack. You're maybe not necessarily going to get to position 1 or even be page 1, but there's much less competition for this type of term. And because of that, if you have your page optimized correctly, and I'm going to show you some of the tactics that you can use to optimize your page correctly and some of the other tactics when it comes to SEO, I'll show you them in the further videos, you'll find that you can easily rank for these terms. So really all you have to do is find 4 or 5 shadow keywords like this that have intent behind them, they have low competition, and they're also fairly low. And when it comes to search volumes, you'll find that search volume and low competition, they go hand in hand. So if you have, in this example, we've got a keyword that's generating 20 website clicks a month. If we have 5 similar keywords, that's 100 website visits a month. And we go back to our example with IT Support Chicago. I said conservative estimate, maybe about 1% of traffic converts. These types of keywords are much higher buy intent. So all of those 100 website visitors, you might find that you'll get maybe 10% that will convert. So you'll get 10 appointments in the diary every month for these very specific terms. The other thing to note with these shadow keywords is they're national. They're not locally based keywords. These are completely national. And this is the piece that's opened up to you. As I mentioned before, and it's potentially the same in your business, it was very much a focus on going after local businesses that were looking for IT services. You don't need to be in that space anymore. You can provide IT services anywhere in the country. And if you're really feeling confident about your services, you can do it internationally as well. So that's the gist of the shadow keywords. In the next video, I'm going to be covering how to optimize your page for these shadow keywords.